Now, the word variable comes from vary, which means to be different or changeable or fluctuate. So a variable is something that changes or that can change. And there are three types of variables in scientific investigations: independent, dependent, and constant variables. Big words for learners to understand. So let's take a closer look and break it down. Now, an independent variable starts with the letter I because I, the investigator, control it. I decide what it will be. This variable also has a set or predetermined value. Why? Because I, the investigator, made it so. I chose it to be so. This is also the thing that will be different between my setups. And another way that I like to think about it is that it's the thing that happens first. First, I add different types of baking powder, then I measure the height the cake rises. First, I give two groups different medications, then I measure the effect it had on the tumor size. First, I give a plant different types of liquid, then I measure the height the plant grows. So on a side note, it's important that we give learners more than one way to understand or remember a difficult concept like a variable, because these are the things they struggle to identify. And here you can see 4 different ways of thinking about an independent variable. Even the word independent means does not depend on. So the independent variable is not affected or does not depend on any other variable. Then we have the dependent variable. This variable will change because of what I, the investigator, have done, because of the independent variable. It's also the thing that is being measured. And another way to think of it, like I've explained, is that it's the thing that happens second. So first I add different types of baking powder, then I observe the height of the cake. So your dependent variable depends on other variables. And in fact, it does not only depend on your independent variable, there are other variables that could affect it as well. And that's why constant variables are important. So with constant variables, these are things that can affect our results of our investigation in a way that we don't want them to. So we must control them so that they don't interfere. And it's a very much an oxymoron, like constant and variable, two opposite terms, but these are things that need to be fixed or controlled or kept constant. In other words, we say that we're using the same amount of eggs, etc., so that we're not measuring the effects on our results.